What's up, lovely people? My name is Marco, and today we're gonna have a very chilled and relaxed hanging out session that includes coffee and reading of some comments and sort of discussing the future of the channels and the videos that I've been posting in the last week. So there's gonna be some interesting things to talk about. Now, the general idea in these videos is to grab a cup of coffee. And I have my cup, which has mushrooms on it, because I think it's very cool. I like it. Nobody likes this cup, but I love it. And yes, I'm sitting on a ball, and I'm gonna say it. My favorite part of the video is when I say, yes, a yoga ball. So people don't think that it's some other ball that I'm sitting on. It's some weird type of humor that I'm trying to conjure here. And spend the next few minutes with me just reading comments and having a really chilled and relaxed hanging out session in which we're going to discuss all the stuff that I post, the future of the channel, and some of the comments. Obviously, I said that already. Some of the comments that were happening on the videos. So, you ready? Let's go! Okay, so you know that I run a very small YouTube channel, and I sort of started out recently to be like serious about it. There are a lot of problems when a person runs a YouTube channel, and we're gonna sort of discuss that a little bit. And I'm really doing my best to improve the quality of the video, audio, and all this kind of stuff. And to be honest, I don't really prepare for the videos that I make. I mean, obviously I do prepare, but unlike a lot of YouTubers, I don't have a script that I read from. I don't take hours of planning for, what I'm gonna say in the video. So sometimes it happens that I forget to say some certain things. Obviously, it can happen that I say something that's plain wrong, although I really try not to say something that's plain wrong. Sometimes I just express opinions that you might not like, which is the case with some of the people. Speaking of the people who don't like my opinion, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to like my opinion. There are plenty of other YouTube channels that you can watch which have an opinion that suits your, I guess, emotional needs. Because some people do get emotional in the comment section, and I was actually thinking what I'm going to do about it, and then I realized that what other channels do, especially smaller channels that are of like my type, is that most channels actually remove all the bad comments, which is something that I don't necessarily want to do. But there are some people who comment some like really stupid things. They don't even watch the video, and the problem is, if they make an extremely stupid comment like block this channel, this is bullshit and stuff like this, then, people who are coming to the video maybe for the first time would read the comment and wouldn't watch the video, which is absolutely unfair. So for people doing that kind of stuff and people being insensitive and just plain assholes, well, I'm just going to remove you from the channel because as you have the right to express your opinion, I have the right and power to remove your opinion. So, just don't make a bad place for other people, because there are a lot of people who actually like to watch the videos and have some really nice, constructive comments. To be honest, the reason why I'm saying this, I want to make it public, I don't care, but I read some comments where people were actually arguing whether, they should like watching my channel or not. If there's somebody who likes to watch these videos, that's great, and nobody has the right to make it sort of worse for them in any way. So I'm just gonna handle that stuff as long as I can. So basically that's that. There were some stupid comments, but I honestly, I couldn't care less. Now, speaking of the comments, the recent video that I posted, DAWs to Avoid, had a lot of comments on it, and although like there were just a few comments that were ridiculously stupid, I guess I offended a lot of people because I said that I don't like Cubase, even though I clearly state in the video that, Cubase is absolutely fine. If you like it, that's great. I had quite a bit of, a lot of bad experiences with Cubase, and I mean, not necessarily bad experiences. As I stated in the video, it's just buggy with some things, and no, it's not a fucking cracked version. What the fuck are you talking about? There was some guy say, doesn't matter. The whole point is, that's my experience with Cubase. you don't need to like my experience. And on the other hand, there were a lot of other people who are using some of the other DAWs, and they had a lot of the comments were actually aimed towards the pricing, for example, Pro Tools, Cubase and stuff. And you know, before, when we only had Pro Tools and Cubase, it was clear what you're supposed to use. And yes, of course, Cubase is extremely popular, especially in Europe, as somebody stated in the comments. And Cubase is great, especially with the updates. And yes, some people say that Cubase after a certain version became better, whatever. Fine, I understand. But it's just funny that a lot of people get offended if I sort of said something bad, even it's not even bad, about the DAW that they're using. You don't need to get offended. It's absolutely fine. All the DAWs that I just mentioned, they do exactly the same thing. It's about picking what you like, and I just make this video and I express my opinion, what I like, what is my experience. We're coming to the next problem, where I understand not a lot of people know me, not a lot of people know my background, my history, whatever. Some people say that I'm an asshole, that I have no idea what I'm talking about, which can be your opinion. That's completely fine, but I'm just hoping that through these videos, through time, you will get to know me, and I will also be able to show some of my skills and the stuff that I do that will kind of grab your attention and at least go a step further in, you know, you trusting my opinion or whatever I have to say. I've been doing this stuff for quite a while, and I am sort of one of those crazy people that just spends a whole shit ton of time doing something. And if I make a video about DAWs, it's pretty much because of the, I don't know, 12 DAWs that I mentioned, I used 8 of them. And I do have some opinions on it. Brings us to another thing. I was absolutely blown away with the Reaper community, because Reaper is one of those things. I did try it a long time ago, but I don't know, I was just going with something else. I ended up with Pro Tools, and I was using Pro Tools for quite a while. And the Reaper community is absolutely amazing, really good comments, really good stuff. Yes, I understand that you can customize Reaper, and I did mention in the video that Reaper is sort of like, there are some people who complain about the skin. Yes, I know, like 20 people wrote that you can change the skin. Yes, I know. It's not about me. It's about, you know, some people who simply like to try something else. But Reaper being like 60 bucks, really well programmed, Reaper is maybe even like the absolute best thing out there. I just never caught on it, but when I see the community, I just love it. I love the fact that you can like script and stuff in Reaper. That's totally my thing, but for some reason I went with Pro Tools when I started doing some audio related stuff for the first time, ended up with Ableton. Now I'm using Bitwig, totally happy with that. But I would say that Reaper is still absolutely, let's say a more serious software than Bitwig. But I do like Bitwig for the time being. And yeah, somebody mentioned sandboxing in Bitwig. Absolutely amazing. There are some things about Bitwig that I absolutely love. So that's sort of about this video about DAWs. I just made that video very quickly because somebody in the comment section asked me to make a video on DAWs. You can find a lot of other video on DAWs that are very like graphic-y and nice with icons and sorting. I'm just expressing my opinion. I'm not sponsored to do this. I do it basically for free. I don't make any money, especially of videos like this. Like the money that I make for my YouTube views is absolutely miserable. But I do like to talk about this stuff, so be respectful in the comments. It will be much appreciated. If you're not respectful in the comments, I will hammer you with a hide this person from this channel button. Alright, so next video that happened on the channel, I called it sort of like hack digital harshness away. Alright, we need to talk about this. Do you really think that I like to make names like this? That I like to make these thumbnails? I mean, come on. I've been doing a lot of shit in my life. And, you know, I think the thing that I hate the most is making up a name for a YouTube video and a thumbnail. The problem is this is how this whole thing works. Unfortunately, I mean, honestly, I don't try to make clickbait titles and then talk about something completely unrelated in the videos. But I do make these titles and these thumbnails as they are because that's the only way that anybody's gonna watch my channel. So unfortunately, it has to be done. It's what everybody does, even the biggest channels. Now, if I made you click on my video, I'm sorry. If I wasted your time with my video, I'm sorry. I think that that's not the case with my videos. You just probably don't like me, which is, again, I'm not sorry for that. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me, but then switch the video off and go off to another channel. There are plenty of great, absolutely great channels that give you absolutely amazing, correct, brutally nice information about, especially about audio. The YouTube is full of that stuff, and you can for sure find a different community where you're gonna feel appreciated and great. Now, about that video, the video didn't end up that well because I sort of figured out in the end that I didn't solo the guitars, and when I was listening to the mix is not good, and there is a reason for this. I sort of mixed it for, like, you know, it was an extremely quick mix, and I do have problems with my monitoring currently, and just now I'm gonna go get a calibration microphone. I need to fix something with my monitors, and my headphones broke, so I got a new pair of headphones. I got the new Bear Dynamic DT90 Pro X, and the headphones sound pretty good for, they're comfortable and all that kind of stuff, but I do calibrate them and then they sound pretty good. So the mixes that I'm going to be bringing to the channel will definitely sound better. And as I said, sometimes when I work on videos, I just forget to say something or to do something, and only when I publish the video, I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't do that or this. But the general idea in that video is to show you a trick that you can do with white noise. And obviously there are people that start, you know, sort of commenting and, you know, teaching about certain frequencies. Listen, it is a trick. It is a production trick. You're not supposed to cut frequencies that you're not supposed to cut. I never claimed in the video that you have to cut all the peaks and that kind of stuff. You can find the peaks with this. What you do with them is up to you. Like, you decide. You're the mixer, you're the producer. But it seems that the YouTube comment section is full of producers. But the whole idea is, I'm just showing you a tool. I'm not exactly showing you what you should do, just cut those frequencies. No. I say that there is a problem between 2 and 3K, which may or may not be a problem in your mix. It is just up to me, but it's not my opinion that these frequencies are harsh. And these frequencies can, in a lot of the times, if you cut certain things there with the guitar, will enable some other instruments to breathe. But maybe in your mix you don't have to do this. So I can see that some people just want to comment because they just want to comment. You're completely missing the point. The point of the video was to demonstrate a certain technique, which I think it's really cool, it's really useful, it's really easy if you didn't spend enough time doing some kind of like ear training, because that's absolutely needed when you're working with audio, if you don't have good monitoring and stuff. So now, in any case, you understood. Who needs to understand the point? They will understand the point. Who doesn't want to understand the whole point of the video, they will not understand the point of the video, and that's completely fine. I just wanted to address everything. And by the way, I'd like to thank everybody who's been posting those very nice comments, and not only the nice comments, but people who are contributing with their comments, because there are some people who bring out some information that I didn't know, that may or may not, but that may help other people who are watching the video, and that's absolutely cool. I find that really useful, really nice. I get it that most people don't like to comment. I can see my analytics. I mean, I'm not stupid. I understand that there are quite a few likes to my videos, new subscribers, which is absolutely great. Speaking of subscribers, we are closing to 2,000 subscribers. Need some coffee. That's absolutely ridiculous for me. It's absolutely amazing. So many people watching the content, and I can't wait to come out with the new stuff that I'm supposed to be posting. It's just very hard because I do everything by myself. And sometimes it's, oh God, there are so many things that you have to do other than, you know, survive doing like everyday stuff, me doing my repair work. But I'm like fully focused on YouTube now, got a lot of equipment, improving this stuff that I'm, you know, working on here. And I think that you're gonna like the next videos coming out. There's gonna be some full mixes, some really cool amplifiers. I'm gonna do this amplifier first, and a lot of amplifiers coming up. And I'm also gonna do many videos on tone X packs, because I have a lot of tone X packs prepared, which are also really cool for the different group of people that sort of likes this. And yeah, I would also appreciate if you would give me some ideas for the videos. You can do it obviously down in the comment section, and that's absolutely great. But I already have a lot of topics prepared, and I think it's going to be really, really cool. And for the people who are watching, especially videos like this, which probably nobody's gonna watch, I love it. I love you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I really appreciate you watching. And please give me your opinions on the certain things that I do. I'm really working on trying to make this work and trying to make this good for you guys. I mean, I'm not making these videos for myself, but this is definitely the way how I can sort of enable myself to do this, so I don't have to, you know, do other stupid work, so I can sort of survive, if you know what I mean. So I really love this, and I appreciate all you guys that actually watch these videos. And yeah, I think at some point we can start actually doing live streams and stuff like this, like doing like really relaxed, non-edited, non-processed hangs. And yeah, okay, so a few more videos and a few more comments that happened, and we're gonna end this because it's all right, 17 minutes, it's all long. So what else do we have here? All right, so yeah, I made this video about the illusion of guitar YouTube, which the aim of that video is to sort of illustrate the problems of guitar YouTube and the problems that the consumers, actually you guys, should be aware of when you're watching these videos. Because you see, the biggest problem is that on YouTube, people have influence now. Some say influencers or whatever. I say something, and if you tend to believe me, you're gonna go and you're gonna spend your money on something. The whole idea is that YouTube actually started with people being honest, but it is absolutely normal, and I'm really honest about it. It's absolutely normal that people over the years, because this is a full-time job, they invest in something, and they would start getting affiliated with companies and stuff, and then you can't really trust their opinion. I mean, like, you can. If you think that you're friends with these YouTubers, that's absolutely fine. But the general idea is you developing your own opinion with having all the information. You develop your own opinion about, not your own opinion, you develop a technique that is used for watching YouTube videos. And I think that video was nice, like philosophical, but somebody commented, would be great to make like these different types of production that I was talking about, so we can hear them in the video. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So that kind of stuff I need. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a video in which I will demonstrate, I think I mentioned 5 types of like YouTube production, and I'm going to demonstrate them in a new video, so you can hear actually when I play the same type of gear, you can hear like different productions and how it actually sounds completely different. So you can sort of have that as, let's say, like a reference point, just to improve your technique when watching YouTube videos. So when you need to get a piece of information, you get it through a better technique. I'm not saying, you know, that you should follow this channel or that channel. Obviously, there is a piece of the pie for everybody. If you like to watch my channel, that's absolutely great. If you don't like to watch my channel, again, that's absolutely great. Go watch another one. So another video that, yeah, guys, watch the fuzz face video. So the fuzz face video, I think it's really cool. I made so many fuzz faces and so many fuzzes, and I know that there's going to be a playlist dedicated to fuzzes on this channel. I just have to start doing the fuzz stuff. But there is so much information that I can bring out when it comes to fuzzes. Just the fuzz face video, I don't know, was it because of the thumbnail or whatever the day or hour that I posted? The fuzz face video didn't get any views. Go watch the fuzz face video. It is a cool video, really cool information over there. If you're the pedal kind of guy, just go watch that video. Good stuff over there. And the last thing that I wanted to discuss is I made this video about the Timmy. It's quite a successful video for my channel, for the level that I'm at. And I was sort of comparing different pedals and also mentioning some of the cheap pedals. By the way, I have this pedal still on my desk. I have to actually remove it from my desk and maybe make a video about it, but I don't think it works well. So the Timmy video, as I said, I was mentioning some of the cheaper Chinese products and stuff like this. And Jessica Clarice Elzener, I hope I pronounced that correctly, commented something that how much the parts cost doesn't really matter for normal people, which is absolutely correct. It's important maybe for a DIY builder. And then she, I hope it's a she, I think Jessica, it's a she. So then she went on talking about the prices, and she was mentioning, I'll read it to you. While I appreciate the information and I love seeing pedal myths busted, I think people trying to make price comparisons to Chinese companies that basically pay slave wages is not a realistic or fair way to judge boutique or higher end American prices, unless you want pedal companies to screw their employees so you can pay them whatever. You get the point. Jessica, you are absolutely right about what you said. This is, for example, a person who comments something, and I tend to agree, absolutely. There are a few things that I would say. When I make these kinds of videos, I am not trying to tell people to buy a certain pedal and not to buy another pedal. I'm trying to lay out some information. The thing that I don't like, me personally, subjective, all right, about what some of the companies do is that they are, they're creating a mystique over certain pedals, and then you have an illusion that something is of a certain quality where it's not generally of a certain quality. And that's not the case with all brands, but there are certain brands where I know, because I repaired this stuff, when I open this stuff, I'm like, oh God, like this is like, this is the same thing but it's built in China. You see, that's the problem. I understand if you want to support an American company. By the way, I am not American, not even close. And this is sort of a huge problem that you have in your country. I mean, English is not my native language, which is sort of a problem when I make these videos, because sometimes it's really fucking hard, all right? But what I'm trying to say is that I completely understand American culture. I'm, as we say here, like completely Americanized. I mean, I play a guitar. A guitar is not, is actually an American instrument, practically a Telecaster, whatever. I'm looking at my telly now. And the whole idea is that you have a huge problem in your country, and it's going in the political direction, which is something that we don't do on this channel. But the whole point is that you have issues over there because the market is like that. There are huge differences between, let's say, an American brand and a Chinese brand, where Chinese, yes, they pay their people less, and I understand that it's also broadcasted on the media that over there slave wages, whatever, where I don't want to get into that, honestly, because different parts of the world are very different. I've been traveling for 5 years on a cruise ship. I've been on all continents and pretty much all countries. I've seen the world. I've been blessed to see the world. And I mean, the world is a weird place. Like the way how we live and compare it to some other places, you know, and what I'm trying to say is like $50 in America maybe means nothing, but maybe in another country means a lot. So I understand it's not a fair comparison. And I know I'm rambling about this now too much, but Jessica, you're absolutely right about what you're saying. And I always support local businesses. And if I were American, I would buy American made products. But it's also fair to say that American made products have PCBs assembled in China and are exactly the same like certain pedals in China. They just don't tell you about it and sell you for an American price. So if you're talking about employees assembling pedals, boutique brands and that kind of stuff, absolutely great. But if we're also talking about 300 euro pedals that are assembled in China, then you get what I'm saying. So basically that's it. This video has been far too long. And if you came all the way till the end, you're absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna bid you farewell for now, and I'll be coming back with great videos, hopefully great videos, very, very soon. I'll see you soon, guys.